ASMR back again. So, as the title already suggests, today I make a list of my favorite sci-fi movies. There could be more, but I left some out which I already put into the mindfuck category, but some of them are so good that I added them in this list also. So don't be surprised if any movies are in it twice. So last time the video was very long and the way I split it up was not good. I shouldn't have done a third video just for the ranking. It got barely clicked and I get it why. So this time I thought I'd make it like this, that I put it in two parts. Maybe I will make 50 movies in this video and then finish the list and the ranking in the second video and not make 3 videos again. So yeah, just so you know, I think we should start with the ones I added in the mindfuck already, just so we can get over it. So there's Annihilation. Talked about it in the last video. So yeah, just very short summary on there's like a anomaly on Earth, and in that anomaly things are very, very, very weird, and they send a group of scientists inside to explore it, and it's crazy as hell. You really have to watch this movie. Okay, then we have... That's a movie I don't have to explain in general. Interstellar, I think everyone knows it, but it's so good I had to put it here too. Then we also have, of course, can't do a sci-fi list without Matrix, and of course, sorry, but first place. If you wanna know the actual ranking, maybe for all other people, you should consider the second movie the first one, because I'm always gonna be Matrix biased. Oh yeah, Life. We also had this movie in the mindfuck list. Short summary: there's a space station that tries to find new life forms and explore just space in general. And there they take a probe from a planet or meteor, I don't know exactly, bring it back into the lab, and they find a living thing, let's say it like this. And then the movie's just, yeah, what does this alien do, or what happens with this alien. And alien, just to clear it, alien doesn't necessarily have to mean like a monster or like in Men in Black or something like this. It's just I'm not gonna say too much. By the way, talking of, I mean, it's not my favorite movie, but that's the third one. I want the first one. That's second. Yeah, we have to add Men in Black. It's just a classic with the aliens and stuff. The little aliens with the weird posture. They are so funny. Great movie. I'm not the biggest comedy movie watcher, but this is half. It has this sci-fi action and also comedy, so I think it's cool, and I thought I had to add it to the list. But this wasn't on the mindfuck list. Another movie that was though was Event Horizon. Again, short summary. I don't know, Earth is in danger because something's gonna happen in space, and they send a bunch of people on a mission to save Earth. A bit like Armageddon in a way, which we will add to. And Armageddon, same. A meteor is heading towards Earth, and to prevent that, they send a couple of astronauts with explosives, and they wanna like, how do you say? Do you say explode? They wanna, bust open the meteor, so it becomes little small pieces and dodges Earth. So yeah, both kind of similar, but Event Horizon is better. I think this is way trippier. Armageddon is pretty straightforward, not the best movie. It's pretty, from beginning to end, you pretty much know what's gonna happen, but it's still okay. Honestly, I'm gonna get dizzy if I look for the ones I mentioned in the Mindfuck video already, so I'm just gonna go with my list. Next movie is called Maze Runner. Really like this movie. Bunch of kids, I think, or teenagers, wake up in the middle of a big maze, huge maze, and they have no clue where they landed, what the hell this is. And basically they permanently try to escape this maze, but the maze changes, and maybe there are also other things inside that won't let you leave. And yeah, we'll leave it like this. It's actually a trilogy, and all three are pretty good, but the first one is clearly the best in my opinion. So, and it kinda transforms like the movie. When you watch the first movie, you would never think how the story will continue. So yeah, I like the first one most. Then we have absolute classic from back in the days, War of the Worlds. I think you all must have seen this movie. Back then there was such a huge hype around this movie, and it also got clowned on in, I think, Scary Movie 3. I think it was Scary Movie 3. Funny as hell, but yeah, this movie also pretty straightforward. It's just a huge alien attack on Earth, and yeah, shit's going down. War of the Worlds describes it pretty good. It's just perma war, and then at the end maybe they beat them, or maybe they don't beat them. You will never know. Okay, next movie is, and by the way, I can't believe that I forgot this one in my mindfuck list. This movie is called The Fog. This movie is so fucking crazy. Like, add this to your mindfuck list too, if you made one after watching my first video. This movie is crazy, and yeah, short summary. There's this fog suddenly turning up, and in this fog is, let's say, everything in this fog is very, very strange. So yeah, I think I will leave it at this. But wait a second. That's not the one. Wait a second. Sorry, I'm stupid. Wait, that's not the fog. Or is it? Wait, guys, 1 second. I have to I have to watch if I'm not confusing this with something else. 1 second. Oh my god, yeah, I made a mistake, but it's understandable why I did it. It's not the fog, it's the mist. And forget about the fog. I don't know. I don't even know that movie. But the mist is the one I meant, and that's the one I was talking about. It's still kind of a fog, but in this movie it's a mist. But this is very good and pretty trippy also. So yeah, next movie on the list is finally I can add the first one to a list. So we had the other two movies, 10 Cloverfield and Paradox, in the Mindfuck list, and it's part 2 and 3, and Cloverfield is part 1. That's the first movie. I don't wanna say too much about it, but if you like movies like Godzilla, let's say, this shit will make you very happy. And since I just talked about it, now we reached Godzilla territory. And I am an insane fan of Godzilla. I love the movies, but I have to admit that I'm a millennial, and the old Godzillas, I just never saw them, and I don't really have a connection to them, but I bet they are all good. I will still add only the ones I saw. So it's Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I think is the best of all, by the way. Then we have the normal Godzilla from 2014. I'm not gonna add this one. The views are very torn with the 1998 Godzilla with Jean Reno, but I didn't like it for one reason. The design was just wrong, and there were so many mistakes in that movie that just didn't make any sense. Like, I'll just tell you one scene that came into my mind right now. So there's this scene where Godzilla runs through the city, and I think he's chasing a helicopter or something like that. And you see him run through buildings and stuff, and then later on you see one of the buildings. It's like a World Trade Center style of building, and it just got one big hole in the middle, like something flew through it, but he clearly walked through the building. So why is there only a small hole at the top? And stuff like this just triggers me. And I also just thought it was so cheesy with the so many cliches, guys. I don't know if you know the YouTube channel Movie Sins. If not, Movie Sins is amazing, and you have to watch the video of him about this Godzilla. Whatever, I'm gonna stop talking now. Godzilla -1, also amazing. New Empire was decent. I think this was the weakest one of all 5, which I'm gonna add here. But where's the last one? It's Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh, here it is. This one I liked very much. So if I had to rate the Godzillas, it's like this. This is part 2, part 3, part 1. This is like a separate project, you can almost say, but CGI wise uncomparable to those 4. But this one has a very good story, actually. They try to make an actual story which goes a bit deeper, and also a bit about World War II. So underrated gem, this one. And I think they're already planning a sequel. So yeah, I talked a lot, but Godzilla, big passion of mine, so I just had to talk a bit more about it. Edge of Tomorrow. I just watched it a couple of days ago, again for the like 50th time. This is just one of the best movies of all times, in my opinion. And then, oh yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even have put this movie on here, but I went through a couple sci-fi movie lists on IMDb, because you can't remember all of them from the top of your head, and it actually showed up in sci-fi, so I was like, okay, then I'm gonna add it. And the movie I'm talking about is Jurassic Park. Easily second on this list. There's no doubt in my mind. Guys, you can't, there's no words I can explain to you how many times I watched this movie. It's shocking, actually. I bet 1 week of my life went only to Jurassic Park. Am I gonna add the other ones too? Honestly, let's do it like this. Because the second one, oh my god, where is it? Yeah, the second one, Jurassic Park: The Lost World. And I'm all gonna add. I know many people didn't like it, but the first Jurassic World, I actually enjoyed it. I think it was a cool idea. Okay, we make these genetically mutated dinosaurs. It kind of made sense in the story, because dinosaurs. The whole Jurassic Park thing already existed for 30 years, and people got bored of dinosaurs, so they wanted bigger and crazier ones. So I think this movie made sense, and I was very entertained. Amazing. Jurassic Park, legit. Oh my god, I love, I feel actual love for this movie. I can't tell you. And I mean, just the fact that they actually built all the dinosaurs, that's why the movie still looks so great nowadays. Of course, there are mistakes. I watched it so many times that me myself noticed so many mistakes, but I don't care. This movie is amazing. Second one also decent, and Jurassic World, and all the others were, oh my god, the recent one, the newest one, Jesus Christ. Yo, Memo, this is a moment where we can say disgusting. The last movie was disgusting as hell. Not even Scarlett Johansson could save the movie. Oh my god, I cringed every 5 minutes. The T-Rex scene was decent, but again, he behaved like a retarded toddler. He could have eaten them at 50 occasions, but he didn't. Whatever. Let's keep on with the list. Let's keep going on with the list. So, now I will add a movie which I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars, okay? But still, you have to give credit where credit is due. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. But you have to respect the saga, and the story is very good. The story is very good. It just never was one of those movies I wanted to watch 20 times, like Jurassic Park, but I still have to add it. I can't make a sci-fi movie list without Star Wars, so I will just add the one that I think was some Star Wars fans are gonna knock me out for this probably, but to me, the third one was the coolest one. I mean, the battle at the end with Obi-Wan and Anakin, that's just cinema. Really, really well made. And I remember, because I never read any books, I was genuinely surprised that Anakin dies. But yeah, so that's Star Wars Episode 3. Anakin, don't do it. No. Okay, next movie. Underrated movie. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but it's called Pitch Black. Maybe you know, guys have heard of. Oops. Riddick. Wait, only Riddick. This is pretty much like a prequel to Riddick. But I think this movie is way better than Riddick. This is such a rare hidden gem. Pitch Black, so short summary, because this is one of the movies people might not know. I don't need to summarize Jurassic Park or Godzilla or Star Wars, you know. But yeah, Pitch Black, basically a crew of astronauts or guys in a spaceship land on this planet, and on this planet, when it gets dark, shit's going down. And that's all I'm gonna say, because this is very cool, very, very well made. Riddick is good too, and also the third one, I think it's Chronicles of Riddick. Many hated this movie, but honestly, I think they are all three pretty good. So yeah, but I'm gonna just add Pitch Black and Riddick. Okay, next movie. Guys, this is very, how do you say, not necessarily sci-fi, but the problem is I don't really know where I should put this movie, in what other list. I wanted to put it in Mindfuck already, but I don't think, or did I put it in Mindfuck? Sorry if I forgot, but I don't think Mindfuck fits as well. But guys, I just have to put this movie in finally, so I think I can put it in Sci-Fi, and I'm talking about Sin City. Guys, this easily is third place for now. Oh my god, I can't even begin to tell you how much I love this movie. I even watched the director's cut. It's almost 3 hours, a couple of new scenes. Jesus, this movie is so good. The second one is decent, but doesn't even get close to this one. So, yeah, Sin City. I don't know, I think you guys have seen this movie, and if you didn't, go watch it right now. And I won't even tell you anything, because this is just so amazing. You have to experience it yourself. But it's also kind of, you might think this is a Tarantino movie, you know, and it makes sense because one of Tarantino's best friends contributed to this movie. Let's say like this. I just forgot his name, man. It's the guy who also plays the bear Jew in Inglourious Basterds. I can't figure out the name right now. Whatever. What the hell? Oh, I couldn't read my own writing. Okay, next movie. Absolute. Oh, how do you write it? Oh yeah, it's called Dread. This movie is also, guys, this movie is like a PC game, if you had a PC game and turned it into a movie, I can't describe it otherwise. It's just this insane half robot kind of guy who gets caught. He's, you know what? I'm gonna add a second movie. 1 second. RoboCop. These movies are similar. Both are like slightly enhanced humans, let's say like this. They work for police or some kind of law enforcement, and this one is pretty straightforward, just some enemies and he fights them, blah blah blah. Still very good. I don't want to talk down on this movie, that's why I added it. I like it. And oh my god, the scene where I don't want to spoil it, but when they show his body, that's how those who know what I mean. Oh my god, that scene, I couldn't even watch it. Like, I felt it myself. Do you know what I mean? Just, I saw it and I felt it in my body. Oh my god. Anyway, but I want to talk about Dread more. So this, as I said, it's a bit like the Doom guy in a way. He looks a bit like the Doom guy. And crazy arsenal of weapons, whatever. And he gets called into this skyscraper kind of building. And the skyscraper is ruled by evil leader, and it's Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones. She's the leader, and there's like a huge criminal organization, and basically this guy just fights through every how do you say it, floor, through every floor, and each floor it's just waves and waves of enemies, and he just kills them all one by one. This is non-stop action, this movie, and in fact I'm gonna write this on my I have to rewatch it list, because I enjoyed this movie. Dread is so good. If you have a couple friends over, maybe you smoked some, you just wanna watch a chill, cool action movie, watch Dread. This shit is amazing, man. Okay, next movie is a pretty recent one, which is rare, because recent movies aren't as good anymore. But the movie is called Companion, and a short summary: in this movie, AI is already more advanced, and there's actual humans that, like AI, that perfectly look like humans, and one day someone uses the AI to commit a crime. That's all I'm gonna say. And then the movie's just about how does all this play out. I really love to, to philosophize, or how do you say, just think about how will AI develop. And in this movie it's also sometimes they just ask these questions, how much does AI feel, or should you be respectful to them, or should you consider them as your slaves or whatever. I really like this ethical question, and yeah, this movie is amazing, entertained me a lot. I watched it in English, and I'm gonna spoiler one scene. The robot accidentally, the language on, like, you can control them over an iPad, and he accidentally switches the language into German, and the actress talks German in such a funny way. I laughed for 3 minutes, but it was good. But but it's just so funny to me too, because if I would have watched the movie in German in the first place, I wouldn't even have gotten the joke, kind of, you know. So I love watching movies in English because of that, and yeah, amazing. But yeah, now, since we are kind of in this territory, I'm gonna add a second movie that's pretty similar. It's called Ex Machina. This one is way deeper though, so Companion definitely also has comedy scenes and it's not that serious, but this movie is a bit more serious, you know, with feelings and stuff like that. But the same AI, and I think the creator of the AI falls in love with his oh my god, creation. Very, very good movie. Definitely give it a try. It won't be far up on my list, but again, I have to emphasize all these movies on the list are good and you can easily watch all of them. And if one movie is last place, it still means it's better than thousands of other movies, you know, so just keep that in mind. Okay, next movie I added in my mindfuck list, but I have to add it here too. It's called Moon. I talked about it in the mindfuck list, so not gonna spend too much time on this. Then next movie, oh my god, and I read that they finally plan on doing a sequel. District fucking 9. Oh my god, this movie is so good. Jesus Christ. This movie is so good. Short summary. A couple of years ago, aliens landed on Earth, and instead of, like in most movies, they don't start an immediate war, and instead the aliens basically get integrated into human life, but they are still treated like garbage, which always hurts my heart. In some scenes, it's oh my god, I genuinely get sad at some scenes how they, you know, treat the aliens. But yeah, and the story is basically, no, I don't want to spoiler it. It's so good. I don't want to spoiler it. But I think what I said now should make you already curious enough to keep watching it. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Gonna put this definitely pretty far up already now. Godzilla I already mentioned. Okay, then we got, this might again be a movie not everyone has seen. It's called Pacific Rim. Gee, guys, oh my god. Another action movie you can watch with your friends when you're high or just chilling. Pacific Rim is so amazing. So there's this, I think in the Mariana Trench or just any trench, a big gap opened, and this gap is a portal to another dimension, and from this dimension aliens keep coming out and they are getting bigger and bigger, and humans have to fight them. So what did they do? They create huge robots, kind of like Transformers. And by the way, speaking of, wait, I'm just gonna edit because I think at least the first one has to be on the list. Transformers, I don't have to explain, you all know Transformers. But back to Pacific Rim, so basically they make these robots that are like Transformers, and they can be controlled by humans, and then it's just humanity versus the huge as aliens. Can they beat them? And I just love, it's such a cool action movie. Just turn your brain off and enjoy it. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, amazing movie. Pacific Rim, definitely watch this. And yeah, Transformers, don't have to talk about this. It's, you can hate it now, but back then the first one was insane. Okay, now another banger, which also maybe not all of you know. It's called Underwater, and this one easily goes up to I want to make a slight first ranking so I don't get confused later. Yeah, edge has to be higher. This really wasn't that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So Underwater, basically, humans are drilling for oil, and in this movie, I think this time it's actually the Mariana Trench. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but it's basically the deepest point on planet Earth. It's in the ocean, and the deeper you go, the more oil you find, basically. So they build this base on the bottom of the ocean, or in the Mariana Trench, to get oil. But then one day, how do I explain it? Something happens, and the entire station gets destroyed, and lights flickering. Like, I don't want to spoil anything. It's, let's say it like this. So, something destroyed all of this, and it might not be human. This movie is so creepy, so well made. Some of the craziest kills I've ever seen. Super mindfuck. This could easily be on mindfuck too, but I didn't want to make the list too big. Underwater, definitely give it a try. Amazing, amazing movie. Absolutely slept on, I would say. Okay, then this is also like let's say one of my childhood classics. It's called Starship Troopers. This was one of those movies that always was in TV, and instead of going to bed and being, having slept enough for school, instead we watched this movie and we were tired the entire day. This was a classic TV movie. Never bought a DVD or something, but whenever it was in TV, we watched it. And yeah, I don't know, it's very easily summed up. So they are on an alien planet, and basically there are these spider-like aliens, and they just fight them. That's how I would summarize the movie. Very action heavy, nothing deep story or anything, so, but very good, and I just had to add it for the nostalgia, Okay, Riddick, I added. Okay, since we are at Starship Troopers now, I will add another, desert alien planet movie, and the movie is called Dune. All Dunes are good, but I'm only gonna include one of them. This is the second last released one. There's part 2 released. I haven't watched part 2 yet, but this is part 1, and this movie was amazing. Just the visuals alone were breathtaking, stunning. Amazing movie, really, really good. Yeah, so I think Dune, many people watched it. It was pretty mainstream popular. Okay, then we have another one that was on our mindfuck list, Looper, the time travel one. Not gonna talk a lot about this one. Then we also have Upgrade, also had it on the mindfuck list, but it's too good to leave it because it's also sci-fi. Then we have, this might also be a movie you guys don't know. It's called Repo Men. So it's also plays in the future, and basically, let's say if you need a new kidney or a new heart, the technology is far enough so you can just get a electronic version of the organ. But if you can't pay it anymore, there are these, I will just call them contract killers, but they aren't contract killers, but kind of like, so they send these repo men, that's how they call it, to basically take back the organs. And that's why I say killers, because of course it always kills the person, but technically speaking they aren't murderers in the sense, they're just doing the job of getting back the property of the company, because all people sign a contract. If they can't pay anymore, these repo men will come and pick up the organ, and then one day one of the repo men feels bad for one of the guys and or girls and starts to break the chain. Let's say it like this. Very amazing movie. Very, very, very good. You should definitely check it out. Next movie. This won't be far, far up on my list, but it's still good enough to have a spot on my list. It's called A Quiet Place. So again, aliens attack Earth, and these aliens can't see, but they can hear very well. So people always have to be quiet, hence the name A Quiet Place. And then it's like a classic alien movie, people struggling to stay quiet, and just it's very classic. That's why I won't put it too high, because again, main characters have plot armor, this won't happen and this won't happen and this won't happen, and it kinda takes some of the oomph away, but still very good movie. Next movie, this also almost made it on my mindfuck list. The movie is called Planet of the Apes. Again, millennial here. I haven't seen the old ones, and I'm pretty sure this is the cover of the old one. I only watched the three last released ones. I think it's this Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's the three I watched. But I'm just gonna add this classic just for the title. I think all of you guys know this movie, and if you don't, basically monkeys get smarter and smarter, and they get to a point where they can actually be a threat to humanity, even though they aren't aggressive or anything, but they get very smart, and that's why it's called Planet of the Apes. Just check it out. I'm afraid I will spoil it too much. Okay, next movie is called here, Equilibrium. So this is in a future world also, and so how there's wars and everything, and in the future humans created this perfect society, but of course it's not really perfect, but no crimes, no wars, no whatever. But the reason because of that is pretty much everything is forbidden. No religion, no feelings, it's just so very, very blunt. And again, one one guy tries to fight against the system basically, and break the chain. Very Matrix-esque, like visually, but story, it's way different. But it kinda has it. The guy also has this trench coat and couple of guns, and it has similarities to Matrix. Oh my god, I wrote some of the movies down twice. Next movie, very, very good. It's called Ready Player One. So basically, it's a bit like Gamer, the movie I showed in the mindfuck list. Real people can control video game characters and fight or race or whatever for points. And it's been a while. I'm gonna note this one to rewatch it. I haven't seen this in a while, but yeah, it's basically like people play a real life computer game, and it's very well made, story very good, visuals absolutely amazing. Okay, then oh my god, I don't remember if I had this in my mindfuck list too, but Independence Day. I think you all know this movie, and for those of you who don't, basically again aliens attack the Earth, and it looks very, very dire, but somehow they might still come up with the way I'm describing it. It sounds very boring, but this movie is amazing, amazing, amazing. One of the most iconic scenes ever. With the rooftop. Those of you who know. Amazing movie, amazing movie. Second one, not that good. Then we have also a movie that will have a sequel soon. Tron. I think even this year the sequel will release. It's again a bit like Ready Player One, and I think you all know Tron, but again it's like this computer game world, but when you die, you actually die. To yeah, but it's again, people can be in this computer game world and just play games and experience crazy stuff. Then we have another movie also on the mindfuck list, but it's too good, I have to put it. Pandorum. Last time I explained the mindfuck aspect of this movie a bit. Now, why is it sci-fi? It's on a spaceship. There are creepy ass aliens in this movie. And yeah, I think those two are already enough to explain why it's on sci-fi. Fucking amazing. This is very slept on movie in my opinion. Okay, so we make 4 more, and then, as I said last time at the beginning, next video, last 20 plus rank. Okay, next one is called Arrival. Very cool movie. Again, aliens visit Earth, of course. But this one is more. This was fascinating because the point wasn't about fighting them or anything. Basically, the entire movie is actually about the humans trying to figure out how to even communicate with them. And it's very, very amazing. The visuals, it's so well made. And, basic fight the alien movie. This is not for you. This is more a deeper movie, maybe where you also have to think a bit, but very, very good. Very, very good. Next movie is called, where is it? I want to take the one I watched. Here, Mad Max Fury Road. Guys, I don't even know how to explain this movie, but I think most of you know it anyway. But I really can't explain it. Just go watch it. It's so amazing. It's so good. It's just like a trip. It's like a complete trip. The entire movie is like a trip. I don't know. That, and literally also like in the movie they are doing a trip, and the movie itself is also a trip. Very, very good. Okay, next movie. This was also slightly underrated, I would say. It's called Gravity. Basically, two astronauts in the float in space. No, wait. First, they are on a space station, exactly. And then something happens, and yeah, I don't want to spoil anything because I don't know what happens at which point. It's a bit like a catastrophe movie, which I'm gonna make a list about also. But yeah, basically their spaceship gets damaged, and the movie is a bit about how and will they make it back to Earth. This definitely also had mindfuck elements, but not enough for me to put it on the mindfuck list. But on the sci-fi list, 100%, this movie is amazing. And since we are in this kind of category right now, for the last movie for this video, I'm gonna add the movie The Martian. It's about a guy on Mars, and I think also something goes wrong and all his teammates die or something, and he's alone on Mars basically, and of course he's losing his mind more and more. It's a bit like Moon, but way less horror style and less mindfuck style, more straightforward. Like this is more of a, how would you say, for a wider, more commercial audience, and this is more of a niche film for people that just love the mindfuck genre. But this is amazing movie, very well acted also. Yeah, so guys, that's my first 50 movies for today. I hope you enjoyed